so far we've completed the very basic Excel introductory exercise here with the two video tutorials that explain to you the environment. We then moved on to the Shipments Excel 1 exercise, and there are three video tutorials for that. It is time to move on to Excel 2, which is going to give you different applications, different ideas, different thoughts, and also explain to you and allow you to discover more functionality of Excel. So you're going to start by clicking on the PDF document, opening it, printing it so you can have it in front of you. You can always go to the finished file over here to take a look later. We want to start off with the starter file that's in the middle. So click that, open it, make sure you save it, and you're going to have this. So again, starter files are simply files that I've typed in some data for you that you don't need to do. Now here's what I'd like to do. I want to start this spreadsheet off by taking some data from the Shipments tab. Now, if you click on Shipments, you'll notice we already did this work in the previous exercise. So I'd like to take the title, for example, the product names, 2015 net units, 2016 units, various pieces of data from here, and put them into forecast. Now, you don't want to copy and paste them, because when you do that, if you make a change here, for example, in a product name, it will not be reflected over here. So I'm going to show you how to do it, right? This is the destination. This is the origin. So click on the destination, go to cell A1, and press the equal sign. So leave it open. Don't do anything yet. Just leave it open. Go to the Shipments tab and click on the thing that you want, which in our case is the title in A1. So there's a little dotted line. Press enter, and that will come up into the other sheet. Now again, it's a couple of extra steps. The reason we're doing it is if we change it over here, it will automatically change here and anywhere else that you use it, right? So let's do the next one. Let's do this. Click on the cell A3, click equal sign, leave it open, go to Shipments, click on the word product, and press enter. You see, get it here? Now you don't have to keep doing that all day. You just click on the word product. You know there are things below it. Copy it down, and it brings everything across. Now, I can assure you that if I change the word fixo over here, it'll automatically change the word fixo over here, right? So let's continue. Click in B3, equal sign, go to Shipments, and let's pick up the 2015 net unit. So start with 2015, press enter, copy it down, and you notice that the formatting did not come across. Over here, they are formatted for comma. Here, they are not. So let's do the next one, equal, Shipments, and this time we want 2016 quantity right here. Enter, and let's copy that down. Now, obviously, again, these things are not formatted, so let's just highlight these cells from B5 to C9, click the comma button, and make it 0 decimals, and you're good to go, right? So now, the last column that we want is cell price. So click on D3, equal, go to Shipments, click on the word cell, press enter, and take your time. You don't want to copy the wrong column by mistake. That would be, of course, not a good idea. So let's make this dollar signs 0 decimals. And that's how you take one thing from one sheet and link it to another so that in fact it is dynamic, right? So you want to take a few minutes to practice that. Very handy thing to know. Now let's move on. We want to project 2017 quantity. We had this much in 2015, we had this much in 2016. What are we going to do in 2017? Well, the statement says that in 2017, our financial analysts and our economists and our salespeople are saying that it's not going to be that good a year for us for shipments. We're going to reduce shipments by 4%. So here's how it works. If you're going to do anything in 2017, it should be based on the previous year. You don't want to go back 2 years. It's based on 2016. So what we want to do is take 2016 quantity and minus 4% of that quantity, right? So let's take a look. Equal sign, 2016 quantity minus 2016 quantity times 4%, right? So take a look. It's like getting a discount at a store. I'm giving you a 4% discount. You would calculate the discount right here, and you would take it away from the original price, right? And you will get the answer of 759,422. Let's change the decimals. Now, an alternate way of doing that is you don't have to write 4%. You can write 0.04, right? You can do that. And I think the shortest way of doing it, it's the same answer, shortest way of doing it, double click, is just to do C4 times 96%. How do we get 96%? Well, if this was 100% of what you had, and we're taking away 4%, you're left with 96%. So that's a little bit of math you're allowed to do in your head. Um, but either way, there's probably 6 ways of doing this. It's up to you. The answer will be the same. Let's copy that down. And of course, the number signs mean that the column is not wide enough, so just stretch the column out. You can always double click as well, right? Just make that look nice. There we go, right there. Now, we have given you a rating for 2017. It's something new our company is doing. It's on a scale of 1 to 5, so 1 being the lowest rating, 5 being the highest. We call that a graphic rating scale. It's a score that's given to each product team for efficiency, right? So the team that manages Fixo got an efficiency code of 3. These guys got 5. These guys are pretty low at 2. And based on that, we're actually going to be doing something. So in 2018, here's what we're going to do. We're going to project quantity, not a fixed 4% for everybody. We're going to project it based on the rating. And here's the rule. If the rating is 4 or more, which means 4 or 5, so greater than or equal to 4, then we're going to give a 5.5% increase. If it's less than 4, then we're only going to increase it by 1.5%. So our product groups that have the highest efficiency ratings get to produce and ship out and hopefully sell more products. So let's do this. Now, because we're checking to see what the rating is this number 4 or more or greater than or equal to 4, then of course you probably are thinking we should be using a if statement. So let's make that a bit bigger. Equal if bracket. Remember, that's the starting format, right? First part, what is it you're looking for? I'm looking to see if the rating is greater than or equal to 4, right? Comma. Now, if that rating is greater than or equal to 4, what are we going to do? We're going to increase 27 quantity by 5.5%, and that will be written as 1.055, right? Or you can write it as 105.5%. Now, how do you get that? If this is 100%, your starting point, and we're going to increase quantity by 5.5%, so 100 plus 5.5% is 105.5%. There we go. Or again, let me just alternately show you. You can write it as 1.055, right? Little bit of math you did in your head, no problem. Now, if you want to do it the logical and the longest way, think of it this way. What is it that we're going to be doing next year? We're going to be doing last year, E5, plus last year times 5.5%. So think about it. This is like paying a premium at the store or paying sales tax. You would take the price of the product plus the product price times whatever percentage. Okay? Now, comma. If this division does not increase by 5.5%, it means that their rating is lower than 4. We're going to increase it by, and I'll just do it the long way, we're going to increase it by 1.5%, which is 101.5%, right? And close the bracket. This is getting a little bit longer, but if you take each little section, I think this one we have it down packed, right? But if you take each section between the commas, and at the end of the commas, then you'll kind of understand it. Take a piece of paper out, draw some arrows, try to understand each calculation. Now, I'm going to press enter, and let's just make this commas, 0 decimals, copy that down, and of course we should fix these as well, right? Let's do a demonstration over down here somewhere. Okay, we'll delete it later. Now, I'm going to put your salary, and let's say your salary right now is $100,000. All right, that's how much you get paid. And we're going to do some scenarios. Next year, so in 2017, I'm thinking of giving you a pay increase of 7%, right? You're excited. That's a lot. Most people right now are getting a 1.5%, but I want to give you 7%. So what is 7% of $100,000? Well, it's 100,000 times 0.07, right? You get $7,000. Or you can write down that times 7%. Exactly the same thing. You get $7,000. Now the problem is that is not your pay in 2017. That's just the pay increase. So in 2017, you're going to make $100,000 plus $7,000. So go back in here, and why can't we just add this at the beginning? Or if you really want, add it at the end. So it's your increase plus your pay, just like that. Press enter, and you'll make $107,000, right? So variations of that, you can do like this, equal G5 times 1.07. So the 1 represents the original amount of 100,000 plus 7%. Or if you really want, you can do 107%. 100 plus 7% is 107%. Or let me just remind you the last way we did it. G13 plus G13 times 7%, right? So it's the original, the principal, plus the additional amount or the interest, whatever you want to call it. And that's a similar idea what we're doing over here. Now let's do the opposite. Let's say I'm going to give you a 5% decrease in pay. You're not going to be too happy, but you like to keep your job, right? So what is a decrease in pay? It is $100,000 times 5%. And we're going to take away $5,000 from 100,000. So double click, put the G13 at the beginning, and put a minus sign. So last year, minus 5% of last year, and your pay is going to be $95,000, right? Alternately, you can do this. Equal last year times, what's 100% minus 5%? 95%, or 0.95. 6 ways of doing this. Each answer is exactly the same. So that's what we applied over here when we did 2018 quantity. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Now, stretch the column down, and let's go to 2018 allowance. Now, the allowance is given to each production team to improve efficiency. See, so we're going to reward you for being efficient, but then we'll give you more money to improve efficiencies. And the amount is going to be $1.5 million if your rating is less than 3. So now, if you're low on the rating side, we'll give you money. If your rating is 3 or more, we'll give you just $1 million, right? So 1.5 million if you're less than 3, $1 million if you're 3 or more. So again, if statement, because you are checking something. So if your rating is less than 3, comma, right? That's what we're checking. If it's less than 3, what do you get? You get 1,500,000, comma. If the rating is not less than 3, it must be 3 or more. You're going to get $1 million. And close the bracket. Press enter. Yep, so that one should be $1 million. Let's copy that down, format it, and let's pick one that should be 1.5 million. Yep, 1.5 million, and we're good to go. So that's just another way of doing equal if statement, just more practice for you right there, right? Now 2018 rating is also given to you. It's again on a scale of 1 to 5. This is for the 2018 year. So 2019 quantity is based on 2018 rating. So higher the rating, I think we're going to make you produce more quantity, okay, because you're more efficient at doing it. Before we move forward, though, let me show you a concept called validation. Now, let's say you're typing in a lot of numbers into some cells. It is possible you can make a mistake. So in this case, if the number has to be 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's possible on your keyboard you type in maybe you type in an 8 or 7 or 0 by mistake. I can show you how to prevent that, right? Or let's say you're putting in a price and you know the price cannot be less than $90. You can set it up so it will give you an error message and even a loud sound if you do something less than or higher than a limit. Let's say a truck can't have more than 50,000 units on it and you put 60,000. You want a system to stop you right away, right? Even minimum wage, things like that. So let's show you how to do that. Step 1, highlight the cells you want to do validation in, right? Highlight those, and you can highlight more than those, the blank ones if you like. Highlight, go at the top to the data tab, right? And only worry about stuff we're talking about. Go to data validation, and right now, every cell in Excel is allowed to have anything at all in it, including blank values. It will not stop you. We're about to change that. We can now limit what goes inside a cell that we highlighted to a number, certain decimals, even choose from a specific list or length of text. So if you're doing like a serial number or an ID number, an employee ID number, and it has to be exactly 5 digits long, you can set it up as that as well. So we're going to choose whole number, right? Because our ratings are numbers. And is it going to be greater than, less than, between, equal to, whatever it is that you want to do? We're going to say between. So our values have to be between 1, right? That's the lowest, and 5, the highest, right? Now, what do you want to do? If somebody makes a mistake, you don't want them getting frustrated and calling you every 5 minutes. You want to go to error alert, stop sign is appropriate, title maybe put error or mistake or wait up, right? Value must be between 1 and 5. And I might even tell the person, see policy manual A56. That means go and check the policy manual A56 for more information. Click OK, and let's try this out. Let's say by mistake I typed in a 7. There's a sound and it stops you. It tells you. It won't even let you save the file, right? That's called validation, and you can easily put a validation in these cells as well. So let's do that quickly. Highlight, data, data validation. Settings would be whole number, between 1 and 5, error alert, mistake. Must be between 1 and 5, right? Let's do a quick one. Click OK, and I guarantee to you it will work. Now, we're going to stop this tutorial video. We're going to move on to video 2, and we'll continue on with 2019 quantity, etc.